Thank you. This is an exciting time to be a part of Diamond Lake Church. I want you to get ready to congratulate yourselves. As of yesterday, we'd had 86 people contribute to the campaign, 86 family units. And as of this morning, there's been a couple more coming in. And as of yesterday, the total was $2,078,657. And what's exciting about that is you have to applaud. It's exciting for many reasons. We talked about unprecedented generosity. There were 5 gifts to this campaign that would have qualified for the largest gift ever in the history of our church. That context is really important because churches are changing all around us. And what's happening here is that we've decided to play offense and to create a church that we believe can thrive into the future. We also had the stewardship campaign happen at the same time, and we had 72 pledges to the stewardship, totaling $326,000. And what's interesting about that is it's reflective of a trend that's been going on in our church and in other churches. Now, we've managed to make up our budget even though pledging is going down, and so the trend is continuing. And what that really signals is that the easy part is over now. What we actually have to do is we have to work together to transform our church. So there's some things that are going to be happening. We're going to put together a vision committee that's going to have some of the advanced donors involved and some of the people who are on the council. We have to have a conversation about the fact that this is a starting line now, not a finish line. And there's a lot of things that we've talked about that needs to change in our church for us to go where we want to go. Some staffing things. So we're currently still searching for a children and youth director, and that has to be the highest priority. We know how much we love our kids. We have to double back, put together a personnel committee with a little bit more intense focused on that, because right behind that, we need to hire a missional life director. And very shortly after that, we have to hire a part-time business manager to help us manage all the flow that's happening when this much money comes into the church. In addition to that, we've really got to start thinking about our prioritization. There have been a lot of ideas that have been put out there in this campaign. We know one thing for sure: staffing. Staffing to help us go into the community in a much more robust way than we have in the past. Second, after that, in the campaign we have some seed money to help us figure out what is our strategy going to be for how we're going to serve the people in our community. So those are the first 2 things that we're going to be spending: money on staffing and seed money into the community. Then the third thing is we have to fix part of our building. There's some water damage issues that just have to be fixed. And you add those 3 things up, that leaves us with approximately, as of today, about $1 million to play with. And we've got to start making some decisions about where do we start with that money. So this is a starting line. It's not a finish line. And I would also encourage you, if you weren't in church last week, if you haven't had a chance to make a contribution or a pledge, I would just ask you to prayerfully do so. It's so fun to watch the momentum grow here around this vision. And so we're going to continue to invite people to pledge and to give. And I think actually over the 3-year lifespan of this campaign, we may actually get to that $2.8 million as we start to see things in more vivid ways about what we're going to do with our church. So once again, thank you. It's an exciting time to be here. I know personally I've changed a lot by getting to know you guys in different ways. It's been fabulous to get to know Pastor Mark better. I can tell you, this is a fantastic pastor who is really humble and willing to go through what we have to do to get the church going in the right direction. And, it'll be difficult for us to replace him 3 or 4 years from now. Well, one final thing. There are 3 people that need to be called out. It's always dangerous to call people out. Christine Spanier put in more energy on this than I think she or I even could come close to imagining. Right after that is Gene Zemski. And then my major gift partner, Mark Bergman. He just really has been a fantastic role model for us about what's possible. Thank you very much.